and welcome back to my channel, ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Shade community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as if you enjoy this unboxing and review, feel free to leave me any comments or questions that you guys may have. And as always, do not forget to hit that notification bell, as we do have a ton of up and coming videos. And do not forget to hit that thumbs up at the end. All right, you guys, so if you guessed, that is correct. These are the Nike Adapt BB 2.0s in the mag colorway. I'm so ecstatic to go through this because, as you guys have known in some previous videos, specifically the infrared adapts, if you haven't seen that, go back, check it out. We give you a ton of history on Back to the Future, talk about the technology, and just everything that really gives you a base foundation as to how the shoe was established back in 1989. All right, so we're going to first go through the overview of this shoe, then we're going to talk about the sizing of this shoe, as well as how I was able to style this shoe, and then we're going to conclude with the resale on how the shoe is currently doing in the market. So let's jump into the overview. I apologize, you guys. I know you were expecting as well a couple videos that were going to come out sooner, but sometimes life just happens. And let's just throw the shade text in there, shall we? Let's do some shade. So this shade goes into my industry this time. For those of you who maybe talk to girls who say they're models or think they're models and they act as though everything is all peachy and dandy and perfect, well, I have news for you. The industry that I work in is pretty cruel. And, you know, sometimes you just have bad weeks and days where you have no control over anything in your industry. And I think out of all the positions and jobs and occupations I've had in my life, modeling by far is probably one of the most frustrating. And that's just purely based on the fact that most of the issues that concern models, you have absolutely no control over because you have so many people managing you in so many different ways. And so sometimes, you know, you have days where they're just rougher than others. I know, you guys, I'm human. I'm a human being like everybody else, and I have bad days. And when you have a YouTube channel, as I've realized, it's very difficult to get in front of the camera when you're just having a bad or off day. So I give kudos to all you YouTubers out there who are able to just push through your rough days that you have to get in front of the camera and show face. For me, sometimes I just need to step away and, you know, just completely remove myself and take a break. But now I am so excited to be back with my Shade community doing this video for you guys. So again, I just want to thank you so much for your support. On the road to that 10K, we are so close to getting there, and I can't wait to work on some amazing merch when we unlock that at 10,000. So hopefully we're gonna hit that marker in the next week, we'll see. All right, so now let's get into these Nike Adapt BB 2.0s. So we've definitely seen the 1.0 version of this. This is definitely a little bit different, a little bit more intricate, I would say, than the 1.0s. First, I want to kind of go through this box actually, because it's quite amazing. Look at the detail on that swoosh mark. How cool is that? It's like holographic. Isn't that so sweet? Anybody remember playing with Pogs? I used to have a Pog that was like the same holographic, you know, kind of coloring scheme, and my like slammer killed. And I collected so many Pogs in my lifetime, but that was such a short-lived time frame. So for those of you out there who repped Pogs, what up? All right, so now let's take a look at this box. I mean, I love the Adapts because they always give you these great intricate boxes that have basically all the material inside of them. Of course, we've got, you know, our nicely packaged how-to there, but this is actually the charging pad station that comes with the shoes, and this is so you can just put your shoes on top of the pad and charge them on the station. Such a cool charging system. And then we have like all our cords and wires in this cute little box here. Let's open this up so you guys can see that. So this is everything that connects to that charging pad so that you're able to connect the shoes to them so that you can keep them fully charged. Can't imagine these bad boys running out of fuel and not being able to tighten them or untighten them. Oh, come on. Go back in, perfect box. I don't want to mess it up. It's still perfectly packaged. Yeah, so definitely in love with this box. Definitely a great storage for these technology savvy shoes. Let's just see. Actually, let me put this. Oh, look at that. Nice little wrapping paper too there that they give you. But we're just gonna shove that back in there so I can put the shoe up here. Hopefully my short torso isn't being blocked because it's such a tall box. Just move it off to the side a little bit so we can see. So in 2016, Nike actually released a limited amount of the auto lacing Air Mags. I don't know if you guys remember when that happened, but it was basically to raise money for Parkinson research, which is pretty cool. I don't honestly have a pair of mags in hand, which is pretty sad. I feel like when people were going and looting the stores, in my memory, all I can think of is like that person who made the video when he stole the sneakers out of the sneaker store and one of the pairs was the mags. I was like, oh my God, he has the royal gem, the mags, this is insane. But yeah, so definitely those mags set the stage for the colorway for this shoe, and I feel like that's why this shoe has been so popular, because it really replicates the same color going on in that OG shoe. So let's just go around this. I mean, this is just a beautiful shoe. Why don't we start in the back? So this is an interesting texture. It's very kind of grainy textured feeling. It's literally like splattered paint. It really feels like that. Around the back of the heel, we have this pull tab here, and this is a TPU heel structure, which is quite nice. We've also on the lateral side got that TPU unit over here encasing these two buttons. And I'm actually going to show you guys on here, but this does change colors on the app. So you're actually able to use the app to change the colors right here, which is quite nice. These are also buttons that work in order to loosen and tighten the shoes too. So you've got multiple options on how to, really lace and unlace the shoe if you don't want to use your phone and the app for it. It's still tight. We have to release it. Complicated with technology sometimes. Like, why is my foot not fitting in there? Okay. Ugh. We've done it. Now let's tighten a little bit. A little bit more. There we go. We did it. All right, so I don't really like it this tight on the right, so we're gonna go down to I feel like I'm like at 50 that I like it to be at. So let's save mode, creating game mode, creating rest mode, mode saved. But yeah, that's a nice kind of TPU casing here that's translucent, see-through. Then we've got the multicolors up here, which are quite nice, and that slight little detail. Let's see what it says here. So we've got the version 2.0 Nike Adapt BB year 2020 engraved there on that midsole portion, top portion of the outsole. And it's in that kind of just nice, kind of clearish blue colorway. And then we have the big Nike swoosh wrapping around here. I love the textures on this shoe. I feel like it's like such a textured shoe and feels so great. It's just like got so much going on. And we've got like the mesh in the toe box area and this kind of heather gray color scheme. And then on the front here, it says power lacing system. So this colorway has also appeared on the Hyper Dusk as well as the original BB Adapt. And so this is another version that we're seeing it on in this colorway. So this isn't the first time that this colorway has been redone, but it is definitely proven to be a very, very popular colorway. Of course, for those of you who don't know where, the Max first appeared, it was Marty McFly and Back to the Future in 1989 when they did Back to the Future 2. I mean, just think of the hoverboards and everything. It was so futuristic, but I mean, every kid in their right mind wanted that shoe. I mean, and Nike was able to actually make it come to life, which is just, to me, still insane to this day that we're able to have a shoe like this that has a self-lacing system. And I just love how sleek it is. I mean, the sleek wolf gray with the white embellishments going on. And then we even have this nice kind of mint detail. This is like one of my favorite colors, actually, is this mint detail going on here. And that just graces those eye strays there, while we've got the L and the R, just in case, you guys mix up your shoes. That would be bad. I mean, you aren't going to be able to do that with these because on the front of the tongue, you've got the L and the R. We've also, on the nubuck here, it's quite shimmery. It's like a shimmery kind of nubuck that wraps around the top of that area here on the tongue. And then we see the whole lacing system right there. And that's where, we will show you how it tightens and loosens the top of this tongue area. I will say that these shoes were a little bit difficult to get in and out of, so I'm very thankful that they did provide you with this pull tab here. They're just very fitting, and so it definitely wraps around your ankle quite nicely. I now have my amazing shoes that I'm going to set up here. Just downloaded the app. Now we're just gonna start it. So let's begin. Adapting to your feet. Wait, I guess I have to have my feet in here. Wait, my feet aren't in yet. All right, yeah, that didn't work. How do I start over? Okay, so this one we're gonna have to loosen because my foot is actually stuck. Do you see this? It's literally stuck. All right. Adjust your feet game. Slide the last to adjust. Wait, is that tighter? Jesus. Release me. Oh my God, that's even tighter. Oh my God. I can't even get my foot out of this shoe right now. All right, I guess that's the loosest. So we're gonna try this again. Oh, you know what? Guys, silly me. Look what I forgot to take out of the shoe. No wonder it wouldn't fit. I was like, this shoe hurts so bad. Okay, now let's try this again. They're snug. Now it's adapting to my foot. That feels pretty perfect. I think I did a good job. All right, now let me put this in the shoe. Don't forget to take your shoe horn out. These hurt really bad. Pretty much injured my foot there for a second. My God. And then as I look inside here, we've got a nice insole with almost like a Target looking symbol with Adapt, and it has the L, and this one has the R. One of the cool things too is it has like this multicolored swoosh mark on the insole. And then if you were to lift that insole up, you can actually lift a layer up and you can see the motor where it's in the shoe. So it's pretty cool to be able to see that motor inside of the shoe. Cool technology. I mean, we are just in that technology savvy era. And then on the midsole, or not the midsole here, on the medial side here, we've got like a little tiny swoosh. It's kind of engraved product on there. And on the bottom, we've got that multicolor on the outsole on that translucent ball in multicolors. All right, so now let's hop into some sizing. So I stuck true to size. I got these in a size 7.5, which is equivalent to a woman's size 9. And I do feel like they fit me perfectly. Again, the only thing I discussed earlier is these are a little bit harder to get in and out of. I do have quite narrow feet and they're pretty thin. And so for me to kind of struggle to get into these, I feel like you kind of need to do it a couple times to break it in to make it a little bit easier. But other than that, I would say definitely stick true to size on these ones. And it is nice because you do have the option as to how loose and how tight you want the shoe to be. All right, so now let's jump into the styling section and talk about how we styled the Adapts. So first up, we started with a new collab actually that was done with Nike and Sacai. And I paired that white sweatshirt, which has like some kind of nylon intertwined with that cotton material all over it. And it's got some great shape to it. But obviously this has these nice dabbles of white patterns all throughout this specific shoe. So I really wanted to wear something white for one of the looks, and I paired that with my Fear of God sweats in black. And I feel like just kind of the subtle black lace tie system here definitely popped with those pants, but that was definitely just a very casual, comfy look. And I do think any type of sweatpants are gonna go so well with this outfit. I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. Next up, I chose my Alyx cropped black hoodie, and I decided to wear some green with it. You know, we've got some mint greens and another, you know, brighter green on here. I wanted to see how these shoes really popped with more of that subdued neutral kind of green on the cargo pants, and of course paired it with black hoodie because, as you guys know, I love wearing me some all black.
I only work in black and sometimes very, very dark gray.
But yeah, that was just another pant option if you're not really into wearing these with sweatpants. And last but not least, I wore a sweater dress, which you guys will be seeing actually in another video. It was a collab done by Stod and New Balance. And I just love the wool fray that's goes throughout the shoe. So I wanted to really bring some gray into a look. And I feel like that gray dress really just worked quite well with these shoes. I definitely think that dresses can be worn with the Adapts. Even if, you know, they've got a lot going on with patterns here and there, I think wearing just a basic neutral gray works so well with these shoes. So let me know what you guys think is your favorite look out of the three, or let me know how you would style these. All right, so now let's get into the resale and how these shoes are currently doing. So these shoes were a little bit pricier, but I mean, you've got to say, like, there's so much technology going on that's built into these shoes, so of course they're going to be pricier than your normal sneaker that you're buying from Nike. But these retailed at $350, and currently across the board, obviously those larger sizes like a size 16 is going for, you know, a little bit crazier amount than the average, but throughout the sizes, it's averaging around $400. So, you know, obviously these shoes definitely sold out very quickly, and a lot of that has to do with these are the OG mag colorway. So most people just wanted to hop on the shoe based upon that shoe and that original coloring scheme. And so I do think that these shoes could, you know, potentially increase in value, even just depending on how much people like the 2.0 versus the other versions that are out there. But I do think this was definitely a safe colorway bet, and it definitely proved itself on the day that it launched because sneakers sold out very, very quickly. All right, you guys, thank you so much again for tuning in to one of my reviews and unboxings. Again, if you're new to my channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as we do appreciate all of the thumbs up that you guys give us. It means the world. And don't forget to leave me any comments or questions that you guys may have on this shoe. I know that, you know, this is a very tech savvy shoe, so if you guys need any assistance with setting the app up or, you know, really just understanding the shoe and how it works, feel free to drop me a line in the comment box below. And do not forget to hit that notification bell, as we do have a ton of upcoming videos that we do not want you to miss. All right, you guys, my name is Marissa Hill. Thanks again so much for tuning into my channel, ShadeTV. We will see you on the next video.